ready for some football?
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Thick and Thin Sports Cast with your hosts, Nate Hanks and Travis Watson. We're here to talk all things sports and just have a good time. Listener beware, there may be some adult language. Now, let's get to the show!
How's it going, Nate?
It's going great, Travis. How are you?
I'm not too bad. We're going live today, so it should be interesting.
No.
Yeah.
The heck you say? I can't believe this.
I know, it took some doing, but we figured it out eventually.
It did.
Well,
you figured it out. I just hung back and...
Went to class.
Well, yeah. I mean, priorities, right?
Yeah.
But while you were doing all the heavy lifting here, I was just drinking and fiddling around my little sound bites that I just picked up.
Yeah. So, we have this week, Nate did some, the legwork again, which I'm very happy for because he does a very good copy and paste job, a lot better than I would.
I scour the interwebs to find the best stuff possible for a half-bit podcast.
Yes. Well, now we're a half-bit stream and podcast, so it should be interesting.
Yeah, and this is going to go up onto YouTube as well, right?
Yes.
Excellent.
I will hopefully have a real intro to go along with our thing so we don't see our faces first thing in the morning.
I mean, it's pretty, though we have microphones covering most of our issues, so I feel like we're good.
Well, some of our issues.
I mean, it's whatever.
Yours is a bit higher, so it hides your face a little bit more. Anyhow, so first thing up is Aaron Rodgers' perfect game.
Well, actually...
You want to probably talk about this more.
No, I have something that I want to talk about.
Okay.
I usually do this on the Talking Stuff podcast where I bring Smitty something and he has to guess.
Yes.
Well,
okay.
I did this for you.
Oh, really?
So, I got my little Post-it note here. And there's...
Is it an official military Post-it note?
Yes. So,
thank you.
There's been 20 teams that have MVPs
Yes.
in the Super Bowl.
Okay.
Total 20. So, I want you to guess what those 20 teams are.
20 teams are.
Yes.
Just the which team they play for, or
right. So
or what
Tom
year
Brady has been an MVP. Yeah, we got it. I don't care about the person. I'm talking the team itself that has the most MVPs.
Okay.
So say, I don't know, Cleveland Browns had 12 MVPs in the entire history of the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So
that kind of thing.
Yeah, that's what I have for you.
All right, so the Pats have had 2. I know that for a fact.
Are you sure?
Maybe no. Yeah, no, 1 because no, Brady's been in there twice and he was MVP twice. 49ers. The Cowboys.
All right. Okay, so yeah, Patriots yes, Cowboys yes, 49ers yes.
Then
Packers are at 4. They're in my ranking. They're number 4.
Okay.
The 49ers are 6. Or
well, you
3.
You didn't let me get through them.
Well, I'm going to give you where I've placed them. I'm not telling you how many they have.
I haven't gotten to the Packers yet.
I haven't said the Packers yet.
You just said the Packers.
I said the Patriots.
Oh, the Patriots are at number 4.
Look.
Well, the Packers had 1.
You're getting too close. You're testing the rate in which I can react because I have perfect stuff to retort you with. So I put the Patriots at number 4.
Yep.
The 49ers are at number 3.
Okay.
You said the Cowboys, right?
Yes, the Cowboys.
They are number 1 on my list.
Okay. So, and you also got the Steelers.
The Steelers are number 2.
Okay.
So you have 1 through 4.
I have 1 through 4.
Yep.
Then you have the Buffalo Bills.
The Bills are not on this list.
Really?
Yep. They've had no MVPs in the Super Bowl.
Really? Well, they never won a Super Bowl.
But there are teams on this list that haven't won it that have MVPs.
Okay. I could have sworn that back in the... What the hell? I could have sworn back in the early 90s when the Bills went there 4 times in a row that they had an MVP with... what was our QB there? Anyhow. Let's see. Who else?
Joey, you like movies about gladiators?
Let's see. The Miami Dolphins.
They are number 10.
Yes. Let's see. Who else? Trying to think. There would be the old Rams.
The Rams are on the list. They are. Where are they? 15.
The New Orleans Saints.
The New Orleans Saints are 18.
18. All right. The Bears.
The Bears are number 9.
Let's see. Trying to think of who. The Broncos. Can't forget about them.
Broncos.
I did give you Green Bay also, right?
Broncos are number 8. You did not.
Okay, so Green Bay.
Number 5.
Ah, there. I got my top 5. That's
Yep.
all I need.
All right, so you want me to just give you them all?
I'm thinking the Seahawks,
Number 19.
the Eagles,
Number 20.
the Ravens,
12.
the Vikings.
No,
Really?
really.
Why
Why not just give them to you?
Yeah, I think I got a lot of them. So
All right, so Eagles are 20 with 1. There's a lot of 1s, so
Yeah.
don't be like, oh, no, whatever. I had to put them in some kind of order, so
you hate the Eagles, so it's okay, and I hate the Eagles also.
Eagles, Seahawks, Saints, Colts, Buccaneers, Rams, Chiefs, Jets
Yeah.
are all with 1. Can you check to see if anybody's typing? Maybe somebody else got a guess in there too, but nobody's chatting. So
nobody's chatting.
all right, Ravens.
Well, this is also a little bit behind, so
Oh, I see that.
so that's why I don't want to watch it.
Oh, well, fair enough. Well, we'll keep it up so that way somebody can, if they
Yeah.
type something, we can kind of go back. Ravens, Raiders, Dolphins, and Bears all have 2.
Okay.
The Broncos and the Redskins have 3.
See, I didn't think the Redskins had been to the Super Bowl.
The Vikings haven't.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Okay.
I think they're one of those teams that have not been.
Oh, yeah. The Redskins went way back in the day when they actually were kind of good.
Yes, when they were worth something. The Giants, I have at 6 with 4. The Packers are 5th with 4.
Yeah.
And don't get butthurt with me when you put Packers before the Giants because they're fucking your team. No, I put them because they were the first on my goddamn list because they won the first 2 Super Bowls.
Yes.
So suck it.
All that matters is the Patriots above them.
I almost used the B word, but I didn't want to have a retroactive fine against me later in life. The Patriots, 49ers, Steelers, and Cowboys all have 6.
Wow.
Patriots I have at 4, 49ers at 3, Steelers at 2, Cowboys at 1. Again, it's just in the order in which they came down the list from who won Super Bowls first.
Yeah.
So that's why the Patriots are at 4, because they won their shit ton of Super Bowls late in life
True.
compared to most of the teams in the league. So there we go. That
Alright.
was my fun little thing. I
Cool.
hope you enjoyed it.
Well, that was different.
All right. So
All right.
this week, the lineup, we are going to talk about Aaron Rodgers and his perfect game.
Yes. Surprising.
We are going to talk NFL trades, the Week 7 recap like always, the Week 8 power rankings like we do, and Week 8 picks,
Yep.
which, again, we're Facebook Living. It's a little bit delayed, but if you type in there and you want to actually, make picks with us, then we can make picks and maybe, whatever.
Or even just comment on things and we'll try and read them while we're here.
Yeah?
You ever seen a grown man naked?
Little do they know they can't see underneath our desk.
Yeah. It's party from the top. Or no, formal on the top.
Form on the top, party in the bottom.
We're partying underneath. So yeah, Aaron Rodgers had his first perfect game. Aaron Rodgers went 25 for 31 for 429 yards, 5 touchdowns, including a rushing touchdown. It was his first full game with a perfect passer rating, with career high averaged yards per attempt was 13.8, and the average was adjusted to 17.1. And he completed at least 2 passes to 8 different receivers, and 5 of those scored touchdowns.
Ah. Hold on. If he went 25 or 31, how is he a perfect passer rating?
Look, I don't do the stats, man. I just
That doesn't make sense.
I just report the news.
That means he had 6 drop passes.
Look, man, I'm just.
Drop water. I fart
in your general direction.
All right, that's what I got to say to you.
That's it.
Yep, that's it.
Oh, I don't understand that. I would love to understand why.
I almost wonder if it's. I don't know. I tried to like mentally explain it, but I can't even think of why. Maybe I don't know. Right now, Travis is looking it up, which I probably should have done it. But while we're moving on,
Yes.
while he does that, we'll go. Excuse me. We'll go to trade talk. So the Lions decided to trade their starting safety, Quadre Dix, a 2021 7th-round pick to the Seattle Seahawks for a 5th-round pick on Tuesday. Diggs has been the starter for the Lions since 2017 at both slot cornerback and safety positions, and over the past 2 seasons had become Detroit's most reliable defenders in the secondary, along with Pro Bowl cornerback Darius Slay. Stephon Diggs was also a team captain during that time for who the hell we're talking about? The Lions.
Yes.
So apparently there's been a lot of backlash for that across their team because, again, he was well respected within the at least the defense and the team itself, but for whatever reason the team decided to move on from him.
Oh, Danica Patrick congratulated him for his perfect game too. I forgot how hot she is.
I'm sure she did. So your
I'm
thoughts?
willing to bet she congratulated him afterwards too.
Your thoughts? Any thoughts? Am I gonna just keep going? I feel like you don't care much about the
Lions trade.
I just feel like you don't care about trades.
It's neither here nor there because a lot of these times.
Loud noises!
Yeah. A lot of the times the trades either they don't work out or they're just coming from crappy teams that they're trying to get trades for, get picks for next year.
The thing that confuses me about Detroit is they seem like they've already ruled themselves out of a chance. The North is extremely competitive, and I talk about this every week for 7 weeks.
There's finally somebody with a losing record up there.
Yeah, it feels great, but they're not really out of it yet. Like they're a game behind from matching it up in the third place, I think.
Yes.
And if they just had some solid games moving forward, then they could easily make second place with a push for a wild card.
Right.
I don't want to go ahead and say they're gonna get the first, but I mean, there's a chance. And the fact that they're just, throwing one of their best safeties out, the defense is important. So, I don't know. I just don't see why. Unless there's an underlying issue where they think that they can't really get much out of him later.
It's possible. Stephon Diggs, he's been in a while. He's been in the here for
Quadre.
Who?
Quadre Diggs, not Stephon Diggs.
Oh, I was gonna say Stephon Diggs is old. He's been here forever.
Mm-hmm.
But Quadre Diggs, I don't know anything about him.
No, me either. So moving on, the 49ers trade for Broncos wide receiver Emmanuel Sanders. San Francisco is sending the 3rd and 4th round draft picks in 2020 to Denver, who are also including a 2020. Oh my God. 2020 5th round draft pick
You dying
with
over
Sanders
there?
in the deal. Yep. Sanders had 30 catches, 367 yards, and 2 touchdowns in 7 games. His 6th with the Broncos. I kind of cared about this one a little bit because I believe I have Emmanuel Sanders on my fantasy league. So hopefully, with a good quarterback throwing him the ball, that maybe, just maybe, I might get some more points with Emmanuel Sanders, who is an outstanding slot receiver.
Yeah, he is. And I know the Pats were looking at him, but apparently they weren't able to pull the trigger on him soon enough.
I can't wait for the trigger to be really pulled for AJ Green, if that's really going to happen or not.
Yes, Green is the big one that everybody's looking at.
I recently read that there's insiders saying that Buffalo might be a very good spot for him right now.
Really?
Because Buffalo is still
they have a lot of money still left over.
They do, and they're still really trying to make that push in the AFC East. They have a really good chance to get at least a wild card position, which would be great for them. I feel like you are looking for the wrong thing.
Possibly.
So why don't I go ahead and take care of this, and you can go talk about this stupid trade right here that nobody really cares about.
The Patricks. The Patricks. The Patriots acquiring wide receiver Sanu from the Falcons. How don't you care about this?
Because the Patriots don't need anybody.
Well, the Mohamed
Sanu?
Yeah, Mohamed Sanu. He's a veteran receiver, and he's a good 2-3 receiver. And like every year, like last year, we also didn't expect Josh Gordon to last the full season, which is also why they put him on injured reserve this week to make sure that they had an open slot for Sanu.
Which makes sense why they drafted or traded for Sanu, because Josh Gordon was out.
Yes, he was injured, and yeah, they say it's bone bruising, and he may be ready to come back next week or the week after. They're not really sure, and he just hasn't been producing this year. He's been slow. He hasn't been that breakaway speed and everything is gone.
Okay,
he's not the receiver they used to be.
So a passer rating is calculated by using the players' passing attempts, completions, yards, touchdowns, and interceptions. Passer rating in the scale of 0-1 or whatever. So it's a formula system. So they take how many yards he's thrown for, how many touchdowns, how many completions, how many attempts, and essentially boils down and gives that perfect passer rating. So you can have interceptions. You can have incompletes and still have a perfect passer rating.
As long as you throw for enough yards.
Correct.
Gotcha.
Just in case, still nobody. Okay, cool. You feel better now?
I feel a little bit better now.
Good.
I still think it's weird that it's perfect if you have drop passes.
I mean, it's not like a no-hitter in baseball, but still a perfect passer rating is pretty ridiculous.
It's still, yeah, it is, but it's like it's not technically perfect.
I mean,
it's perfect by whose stats? I don't understand that, because perfect is perfect. It means that every ball you've thrown was caught. Every touchdown you went for has been a touchdown, kind of thing.
I think if you wouldn't be arguing it if it was Tom Brady.
No, because perfect is perfect. I don't care. A no-hitter is a no-hitter. It's just, I don't know. Being perfect means you have to be perfect on every level.
But I mean, it's
I
not
can
that
understand
far
if you
off,
had
though.
a 1 point, like a 2 point below a perfect passer rating and whatnot. But to have five passes that he dropped? Yeah. No, 6 passes that weren't caught that he threw. That's technically not perfect.
Look, that's still pretty legit, though.
It is. It's legit. I'll give him that.
That's almost like if we were to do a perfect passer rating for picks, I would be on this list.
Yeah.
Because I went balls to the wall last week, and I cannot wait to talk about it.
No, you did pretty well this past week.
And actually, holy shit, look at me. I totally segued
You did.
into that.
This is totally serial.
So, last week, our picks.
I fucking crushed it. That's what happened.
Nate went 12 for 14, and I went 10 for 14.
I killed it.
Yes, you did.
I am so proud of me.
It was kind of impressive how well you did last week.
I only see 2 reds on this little chart here.
Yes,
2 reds.
You picked the Lions, and we both picked the Eagles. And those were the 2 teams you lost with.
Yeah, whatever.
I didn't think the Colts had it in them, but apparently they did. So, last week, we both went with the Kansas City Chiefs on Thursday night. Mahomes got hurt Thursday night.
But they still won.
But they still won 30-6 against a Broncos team that we thought would at least show up a little bit more. That didn't show up at all. Then on Sunday, the game started. New York Giants were hosting the Arizona Cardinals. You went with it.
Yeah.
You went with the Cardinals, and I was sick and tired of those birds, so I went with the Giants, and I was an idiot.
A little bit.
The Cardinals won 27-21 last week. Really, it wasn't a bad game. It was just not good teams playing against each other.
Well, you got to pick the better of the suck.
The better of the suck.
Apparently, I picked the better of the suck.
Yes, you did. So the next game was the Indianapolis Colts hosting the Houston Texans. Well, the Colts beat them 30-23. You had the Colts. I had the Texans. I didn't think that the Colts had it in to beat the Texans, but apparently I was wrong.
I keep looking at myself in the camera, and I just see this smug look on my face.
Oh, the smug look is real on you.
Yeah, like I don't think I've ever seen myself so smug. Like I just want to pat myself on the back.
Here, this is for you.
Aw, thanks.
So, next we went with we had the Cincinnati Bengals hosting the Jacksonville Jaguars. Jaguars beat them 27-17, and we both were smart enough to pick the Jaguars.
Minshew, man.
Yep. That damn stash. That's going to get you every time.
I think their motto is going to be very similar to this.
We decided this. Was it over when the Germans bombed Pearl Harbor? Hell no!
That's the philosophy in Jacksonville right now.
Yes, it is. So, next, we had the Dirty Birds down in Atlanta hosting the Los Angeles Rams. We decided that the Rams were worth another shot, and I'm glad we did because they won 37-10, and we both won that game. So next, we had the Buffalo Bills away game, well, bye week game against the Miami Dolphins at home. They beat them 31-21, which was a surprise they actually scored against the Bills.
Yeah.
But we were smart enough to pick the Bills.
Well, yeah, dildos, man, dildos.
Yep. I should probably share that screen so that way people can see what we're looking at.
Oh, there we go.
There
Instead
we
of
go.
me dancing around because I'm uncomfortable.
Yeah. So, I forgot where I was. Oh, yeah, Bills. So next we had the Detroit Lions hosting the Minnesota Vikings. I was smart enough to pick the Minnesota Vikings and win 42-30. Nate lost that one game. That was his one loss for 1 o'clock.
Slimy mud hole. Mud hole? Slimy? My home this is.
I'm
Next.
mad about that one. Like, I really believed in Detroit, and that's what I get for believing in Detroit.
Yeah, I didn't think so. It's just they looked promising at the beginning of the year, but they're slowly just declining.
Yeah.
Hell, they have a worse record than the Arizona Cardinals right now.
Whatever.
Oh, we have 2 viewers.
Yeah, I was trying to see if we could figure
Hi,
it out.
whoever it was.
Yep. Anyway,
Let's hope they comment.
I think you're... Yeah.
Yeah. So next we had the Green Bay game hosting the Oakland Raiders.
So my nerd's going to come out for a second,
Yes.
but the score is a palindrome. The score is a palindrome.
It is. It
Hey,
is.
hey, the score's a palindrome.
I was wondering if you would catch that.
I love palindromes.
So we had the Packers win 42-24. We were smart enough to pick the Green Bay Packers.
Of course. Go Pack, go, baby.
And
Oh.
Hi Mo, how you doing? Oh, we got a third watcher. I wonder who that is. Anyhow, so next we had the Washington Redskins hosting the San Francisco 49ers. And the Niners didn't beat them by a lot, but still beat them 9-0. And we both were smart enough to go with the Niners.
How? Wait, hang on. How did the Washington Redskins hold the Niners to 9 points?
I don't know.
Did anybody watch that game?
No,
did you watch
I
it?
didn't.
'Cause I didn't.
I didn't. So it's interesting. I have no idea what the game was even on. I don't think it was on last week. So
Keep talking.
next we had...
Pay no attention to the woman behind the curtain.
So next we had the Tennessee Titans hosting the Los Angeles Chargers. The Tennessee Titans beat the Chargers 23-20. That was the first 405 game. We were smart enough to pick the Titans on that one. Then comes my downfall. Hoping that Nate's...
Your downfall?
My downfall, which I wish could take back. Trusted the Seattle Seahawks to beat the Baltimore Ravens, and I was wrong with a 30-16 win for the Ravens.
Look, man, we can't all be winners, but we can be really close.
10-14 is not too bad.
Yeah, but it's still not like what 12 of 14.
Something like that. Yeah, 12. So next we had the Chicago Bears hosting the New Orleans Saints. Saints beat them 36-25, and we both went with the Saints.
Yay!
Then we had the 8:20 game.
Sorry,
Dallas-
don't mind me. I'm pouring some delicious pumpkin cider from the Wachusett Brewery. Please sponsor us.
Any beer sponsor would be a nice sponsor.
Especially a local one.
Yes, the local ones would be good.
We'll even put a banner up behind us if we're live streaming and all that.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
So next we had the Dallas Cowboys.
Needless to say, we can be bought.
Yeah. Oh, we can be bought, all right, especially with beer. You can even pay us in beer, and we'll be very happy with that.
It's true. True story. No shit. There I was.
Knee deep in hand grenades. So next we had the Dallas Cowboys hosting the Philadelphia Eagles, and boy, were we wrong. Cowboys actually showed up after playing the Jets, and they beat them 37-10.
You know what's weird about that game is I think I watched some of it, and I was trying to figure out why I thought I picked the Cowboys, and I couldn't remember why I picked the Eagles.
Yep.
So when I saw what happened, I was like, why did I pick? Like, I don't know. I don't remember. Maybe I'll have to
It's
listen
because,
to.
you know why? It's because they got trampled by the New York Jets the week before, and we watched that and said, what the hell happened to the Cowboys? This is 3 straight losses. This is ridiculous. Maybe they're not as good as everybody thought they were after they're getting beaten by the Jets.
Your mother was a hamster, and your father smelt of elderberry.
Oh boy, did they! So then we had the Monday night's game where the Jets were hosting the Patriots in that brutal loss. Pats beat them 33 to nothing.
So I was on my way. So I didn't watch the Packers game, by the way.
Oh, you didn't?
I listened to it.
Oh, so that's the secret.
I listened to it while I was painting my house, and then I was painting my house Monday night, and I was coming home or back to my dad's house, and the game was on NFL Network. So I was listening to it, and the Patriots we're already up 2 touchdowns, and intercepted
on Monday.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So they were up 17-0 or something, and the Patriots got an interception. I instantly turned the station off. I'm like, nah, this game isn't even worth it. They need some way better Monday night games.
Oh yeah.
I know that they can't just switch a schedule around, but some of these games are just sad. So sad.
Yeah, some of these games the schedule needs to be changed, or something needs to be changed, because they're just crap games to watch. They're not fun.
Yeah, and I heard something earlier today about teams purposely tanking, just sucking just for the pure grins of it, so that way they get a better draft pick. And there was some talk about what the hell? I just freaking potholed. Damn it! Oh, teams just sucking for the draft pick.
Yeah.
And there was some discussion about how.
Oh, here's our feed.
Oh, look at that. Nope. Why? Oh, holy shit! There's a lot of comments. Well,
apparently I need to change the thing the way.
All right, Gail. Did they ever answer my question? All right, how do I go up?
Let's go.
Ask it again. Oh, okay. Question. Shit.
Are you all gray now?
Why are we gray? Do we look gray?
The behind us is gray.
Is that gray?
Yeah, it's a gray.
Oh. What else am I missing? Duh. Or can you just blame it on Gail? Oh, there we go. Boom.
Oh, did you figure it out?
Brady or Rodgers for PPR? For passer rating?
What's PPR?
Perfect passer rating?
Oh, yeah.
Travis hair. I know, right? His hair is on point. Brady. Travis hair.
Yes, my hair is slowly going gray, and no, I am not going to
Oh. Travis for the win. Proud of you.
Fantasy. Oh, we don't do fantasy, Mo.
Oh,
sorry.
I do.
Oh, you do. You do.
So my starting quarterback for my league is Aaron Rodgers, and my backup is Baker Mayfield, which I haven't started all season. Thought about starting him, actually, but I just haven't. I didn't feel like it. Though I'm crushing fantasy because I got whenever I'm projected to lose,
So how'd you get
I just crush it. I don't know. I just fucking show up, man.
No, how'd you get to be able to scroll?
I don't know. Look, I just show up.
This is our first time live streaming, so it's gonna be interesting.
If I do that, and let's go like this. There we go.
Ah.
So this should all show up as you live stream right here.
Yeah, that's not showing up there.
I need an opinion on who to start for my fantasy quarterback, Brady or Rodgers. So Mo, what is the point percentage for who are they playing? Wait, shit, fuck. I can look.
We can
hang on. Stand by.
So we're actually getting into next week's stuff. So Mo, you gotta wait till the end. 'Cause that's when we do our next
Jesus!
week's
Stop
picks.
typing so fast. I can only. I have a 3rd grade reading level, woman. God. You really want an opinion from these two? Yes, she really wants an opinion from these two. I'm crushing it in fantasy.
There we go.
Seriously, can't decide. Haha, Roger, carry over. Shit. Nate. We'll say Roger, Charles, or Brady. No, actually, Brady's not really a safe pick. In most times.
Yeah, Brady's usually not a very good pick for.
Rodgers
fantasy.
is playing at Kansas City. Brady is playing. Where's Brady?
We're playing the Browns. Pats are playing the Browns this week.
How the hell did you get Brady and Rodgers as your 2 quarterbacks? Let's answer that. Oh, I don't know why I'm looking at the screen and you. I need to be looking at the comments.
Yeah, Mo, how did you do that?
Yeah, seriously, like
that's a hell of a
Max doing it. We are watching the Redskins game.
Yes, we are watching.
The Vikings look good. I like their colors. Change the screen. Do you have a question? Nope. Oh. Question, are you...
So, someone dropped Brady. That's what our answer is.
Oh, I would drop him too.
And I picked him up.
No, drop him, Matt.
Yeah, he's not a QB for a fantasy league usually.
No, especially where the Patriots like to swap. They run by committee, and that's their biggest thing is they run. So if you're picking a Patriots player, their wide receivers are usually safe. Their defense is always the safest bet when you pick for the Patriots.
Well, especially this year.
This
year they're averaging more points than some receivers, like good top receivers.
Yeah, the Patriots' defense is generally always stout. And then Brady usually always has his targets. So Edelman, Amendola, Gronk. Those are his safety, his security blankets.
Right.
Brady doesn't really rack up a lot of fantasy points, even in a PPR league. That's point per reception. So I would take a look and see who you have available, and if you want to jump into your little thing there and tell me who is there, because generally they kind of rate them. Rodgers, I did hear, could be a bust this weekend. I'm still starting Rodgers as my quarterback because I kind of trust him more than Baker Mayfield in New England.
Yeah.
So out of my 2 choices, I'm going to go with Rodgers just because that just makes the most sense.
Yeah. KC may be tougher, but with their not so good QB in there, their backup QB in there, they may not be as great as they were this past week.
Sorry, I advertised on like all my social media platforms, and I just decided to check my phone.
That explains why we got 6 people now.
I network. All right, the next 3 quarterbacks.
The next 3, read them out loud.
Bridgewater.
No,
Pick up Bridgewater.
You got to read those out loud.
The people in here. All right.
The people can't read. We got Andy Johnson in here. You can't read.
So our Mo's top 3 are, was it Matt Moore, Jameis Winston, and Teddy Bridgewater. Teddy Bridgewater. Pick up him. I would drop Brady and go with Bridgewater. Though you could get. It's hard because I am biased. I do have a hometown thing with Rodgers, so
you have a secret love for him.
I do. I mean, he's no Brett Favre, but still,
he's the closest thing you got.
He is. But I don't think Brett Favre ever had a perfect passer rating. He had a perfect interception rating with a lot. But
He holds that record still, I think.
yes, he does. I don't think anybody's going to take that record.
The QB last week for the Jets actually tried to beat it last
Sam
week.
Darnold is going to be catching up with all them ghosts.
Yes.
Poor guy. I feel so bad for him.
That got out on ESPN as a 22-year-old quarterback. That's rough.
It is. But you know what? When you're playing, they were playing the Patriots. So when you're
Yes.
playing them, I mean, it's kind of to be expected, like, maybe it's going to be a little hard, but, you know.
Hey, Steiner, how you doing? As a 22-year-old quarterback, that's rough.
Oh, hey, look at that. I need to go ahead and mute that.
Yeah, you need to mute that in the background.
Mute that. Yeah, that's right. I'm
Mute
going to
that.
mute the shit out of that. So yeah, all right. Are we past that stuff? Are we gonna move on?
I think so.
Oh, did we done a recap? So
Yes,
yeah.
we finished our recap.
So Travis and I both picked the
New England Patriots.
No,
last
you
week.
moved. Yeah, you moved off
Oh,
because we picked a Thursday.
Oh yes, and we picked the Vikings for tonight.
Right. So both of us picked the Vikings. Right now, the Vikings are
We're at commercial.
up, but it's a commercial. But I know they're winning.
Yeah, they're playing the Redskins, so it shouldn't be that hard to guess.
Yeah, this is true. All right, this is the moment. This is it.
All right.
This is where the chumps go home.
Yeah. So now we go to the power rankings because.
Oh shit! Yeah, that's right.
Oh, what did you forget?
I thought we were gonna make picks.
Oh no,
I got
that's
excited.
after we do our power rankings, so that way you can see how bad everybody's done last week.
Whatever.
And so we have two teams with losing records, and the one that's lost the most is in the bottom. So that's kind of impressive.
Oh yeah, actually, I'm gonna go out on my screen on this one, so I can just because I recap.
Yeah,
this.
you're doing pretty fast.
All right, so at number 32, like last week, we have the Miami Dolphins at 0-6. Last week, they were at the same ranking. Cincinnati, they went
They
down.
haven't moved that spot all year long.
No, they are secured in that spot, even though the number 31 has more losses. The Cincinnati Bengals dropped down one spot from 30 to 31.
Yes.
The Washington Redskins with 1-6 went from 31 to 30, moving up a spot. They were 31 last week. They're 30 this week. The Atlanta Falcons also at 1-6. They stayed the same at 29. The New York Jets are at 28, holding the same spot with a 1-5 record from last week. The New York Giants are 2-5, and they moved down one spot from 26 to 27. The Tampa Bay Buccaneers 2-4. They went down one spot from last week from 25 to 26. The Denver Broncos 2-5. They moved down a spot as well from 24 to 25. There's a lot of moving downs in the ending half of this whole thing here.
Well, we're gonna see a lot of like fighting for last place right now.
I'll let them know.
It's like I know a celebrity, Nate.
Yeah. Hey, thanks. You're sweet. Fuck, I derailed. Where am I? 25?
We were.
Did I talk about Tampa yet?
No, we haven't talked about the Tampa.
All right. Jets are 28 the same. Giants are 27. Tampa Bay moved down a spot from 25 to 26. The Broncos are...
Oh, we're flying through here. Where were we? Okay.
Bitch!
Slow it down. We are still underneath an hour.
Are we?
We haven't even made it to 45 minutes yet.
Look, sometimes it's not all about the distance. Sprinters are a thing, too.
Yes, but if you sprint to the end, nobody's happy at the end.
I mean, somebody is. It's good to finish.
As long as everybody finishes, that's what matters.
That's true. All right. 26 is the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. They moved down one spot from 25, and now they're 26. They have a 2-4 record. The Denver Broncos 2-5. They moved down one spot from 24 to 25. The Los Angeles Chargers 2-5. They moved down three spots. They sure did. They were 21. Now are at 24. This is a jump. The first jump. The Arizona Cardinals 3-1 moved up 4 spots from 27 to 23.
Well, it's because they finally got to almost 50%.
They can smell the chum in the water. They're feeding. They're hungry. They want the win.
Maybe they'll finally be a good pick this week. Let's see.
Well, they were a good pick last week, but somebody didn't pick them.
Apparently they were a good pick last week, but it's rare that they're actually a good pick.
Well, they won 3 times, so they know what they're doing now. And they kind of won once.
Well, we could say that about the Lions, but they won 2 games and then said, forget it. We don't need to win anymore.
I think it's the curse of the New England coaches moving to other teams is what it is.
Yeah, because Tampa Bay. Well, Tennessee technically isn't even a coach. Tennessee is technically a previous player.
Hey, it's whatever. Jacksonville Jaguars at 3-4. They moved up a spot from 23 to 22. The Pittsburgh Steelers moved down one spot from 20 to 21, and they have a 2-4 record.
This has got to be the worst year the Pittsburgh Steelers have had in a long, long, long time. They're almost always been a contender for as long as I can remember.
So the head coach there in Pittsburgh does not have a losing record. So I remember we talked about this before. When
right.
I brought it up like, well, maybe it's time to move on.
I think this was week 1.
1 or 2, yeah.
Yeah.
We have a question. Do you have any thoughts on where Josh Gordon will end up when he is more likely released?
Oh yeah. So I never got to finish that thought with the beginning.
Oh yeah, go ahead.
But so he's been put on IR.
Yeah.
And
some injury. Are you requesting more?
Yes,
or are you trying to toast?
No, some more.
Oh.
Since you're leaning down anyways, I figured.
I was petting your dog.
Oh, that's because Jasmine.
She's more important.
Well, Jasmine's always more important to you.
Well, yeah, dogs.
So
bitches love me.
The Gordon is placed on IR so we can make a spot for him right away. But the way he's been playing, more than likely he's going to be released. Will be up for trade/release as soon as he's healthy, and they're saying within the next week he should be healthy enough to be taken off of IR and released.
I'm pretty sure he's. I don't think his injury is a weak injury.
No. Well, he's been injured for a while, and he said because he was been on the treadmill, he was out of practice, but he wasn't active at practice, so he should be available for trade or release soon. Your thing, most question is where is he going to be going?
Well, he's rebounded. He's reasserted himself. So, he's not. I don't think he's gonna be traded by the end of the trade deadline. I don't think anybody's gonna trade for him because he's injured. I'm pulling up his contract now. So yeah, he's a free agent next year. His base salary is $2,025,000. So what? $2.25 million. Is that how that works?
Yeah.
So there is a cap hit of $2 million.
What happened here?
$2 million cap hit. So, what are you doing?
I don't know. It says we're still live. Yeah, it says we're still live.
So I don't think they're gonna. I mean, they're gonna have to pay him no matter what. So I don't think they're really gonna just get rid of him. But.
Okay.
So, I think they're going to ultimately end up just keeping him for the rest of the year, put him on the bench, maybe do a contract negotiation. Maybe some team might pick him up.
Well, they're gonna release him. He's been playing like crap, so they're gonna release him.
I don't feel like he's 28, so he's still young.
But he's still not the player he used to be.
He's still a prime receiver.
So,
I mean, he could go good. Well, let's think about this. Who needs wide receivers?
Oh, jeez.
Denver could use them, but they don't have a quarterback to throw a ball to a receiver.
Right. It's going to be one of the higher.
Well, I say that, but it's Joe Flacco. Joe Flacco is a Super Bowl winning quarterback.
He was a Super Bowl winning quarterback. He is not that quarterback anymore.
I mean, still.
My worry is that he goes to Buffalo.
I don't think. I mean, he could.
The only two teams I could see that would be looking at him are
Dallas,
the Bills.
Dallas would take him.
Dallas, Bills, and Houston, really. Because those have the same. Those are the places where he can just go out, run his routes that he runs every time, and he will be happy.
He could end up in Detroit. Matt
could.
Patricia, same mentality. Probably tries to run the same thing.
But he's not. Matt Patricia's not worried about the offense as much as
I know he's not, but he has people that do worry about that.
Right, but he doesn't have the same kind of.
I think the philosophy should still be fairly similar if you're a head coach.
Right. But I think it's that he's having an issue with the way that the offense runs because he's not doing the same stuff he did last year. He was going to be a 1,000-yard receiver last year, but he ended up being crap last year, not making it. He made 700 yards with 2 games to go to the end of the season. and then the whole postseason and whatnot. But
Mo said we do. Y'all don't need any wide receivers. You're fine.
we could use somebody else, one high quality person, another number one.
Who?
Green.
No.
We could always use another high quality person.
No. You guys are fine.
Oh, what do you want Green to go to Aaron for you?
I do, but you know what? I think we're honestly for Green Bay. I think we're fine.
Yeah.
I think I overreacted a little bit because we have a lot of third tier wide receivers.
Yes, you have a lot of number threes, maybe 1, 2. I haven't seen a 1.
Devontae Adams.
Oh, yes.
Adams is a solid 1.
He is
great. But the thing about Green Bay is we tend to mold and create ones. We have a history of taking wide receivers and making them fairly decent to great. So I'm definitely...
Mo, you missed the beginning of this, didn't you? She got in here late.
Oh, I think price point wise, Mohamed Sanu was probably the better option. I could go in. She's making us work.
Yeah.
Like we are.
Then we got Johnson's. He will be put on waivers, so he will at least get a comp pick next year. It's possible, Andy. There is some delay, so we are not know how to get past that.
So,
yeah, Mohamed Sanu, it definitely Mohameded. I think that's how it is. I don't
speak
remember.
English much?
Not usually.
So his salary
is 2 point something, if I remember correctly.
3.5.
Ah.
And then next year is 6.5.
Yes, he is a big cap hit next year.
Yeah, he is. And what was the other one? Emmanuel Sanders?
Mo, I'm sorry. I listened to a lot of sports talk radio during the football season. That's because Jeremy has Sirius radio for both of you. Nate's the only one that has Sirius radio here.
I only got it because of the show.
Yeah. I can't put Sirius radio in my car.
Oh, okay. So this makes sense.
All right.
So Emmanuel Sanders 19 salary is $6 million
right now.
Right. So
that's a much bigger cap hit that we didn't have the room for.
Right. Because Brady is.
No, Brady actually didn't get paid. He got paid a little bit more this year, but he was less of a cap hit.
Still, he's given top 5 paid. So they probably just don't have the space for.
No, it's all because of the person that we shall not talk about anymore. That's what screwed us.
He's got a lot of. There's a lot of news about him. There's a lot of news, and it's very hard to not pull.
I listen to 98.5, and I also listen to 93. 93 one, whatever Hillman is on. I listen to that a lot. No.
So if you have fantasy or if you have Sirius Radio, channel 88, 3 to 7 p.m. is the best time to listen to NFL Network.
Ah,
because that's with
Mo's at practice usually for that time.
Well, that's Jim Miller and Pat Kerwin, and that is my favorite show on there. I'm mad. And then on Tuesdays, Brett Favre has an hour from noon to 1, and I miss that too.
I'm surprised you don't record that and use it for motivation later at night.
No, I watch John Gruden's camp thing on YouTube
while at work.
No, I don't do that at all. No idea what you're talking about. Don't be a dick.
If I could, I would. Yes, 93.7, Mo.
Okay, so we're moving on. Where am I at?
All
what are we doing? What the fuck are we?
We were still.
I'm on Pittsburgh.
Yes, we were at Pittsburgh.
All right, so
thanks, Mo.
I get distracted very easily. The Pittsburgh Steelers are 2-4, and they move down one spot from 20 to 21. Just to recap, we're talking the power rankings.
Yes. That's where we were.
Tennessee Titans are 3-4. They moved up 2 spots from 22 to 20. The Cleveland Browns are at 2-4, and they hold same and true at 19. The Oakland Raiders are at the same with a 3-3 record, and they're at the number 18 spot. The Detroit Lions are 2-3 and 1, and they are still at number 17.
I don't know how they stayed there
It just depends
after
on.
losing.
It had to been debate. Well, they played the Vikings, and the Vikings have a very high rating.
Yeah, you figure that they would have lost a little
So
bit.
if a low-ranking team plays a high-ranking team, and the low-ranking team loses, it's not really that much of a hit to them. The Chicago Bears stayed true at 16 with a 3-3 record. The Philadelphia Eagles moved down 1 spot with a 3-4 record from 14 to 15. The Carolina Panthers moved down 1 spot with their 4-2 record from 13 to 14. The Indianapolis Colts, 4-2, moved up 2 spots from 15 to 13. Dallas Cowboys, 4-3 record, still are at number 12 from last week. Los Angeles Rams, 4-3, they are at the same spot as last week, number 11. Houston Texans, 4-3, moved down 3 spots from 7 to 10.
That's a huge hit for them.
That is a pretty... But they're still in the top 10. They're still projected to be...
Barely.
Yeah. Buffalo Bills moved down 1 spot with their 5-1 record from 8 to 9.
I'm surprised they moved down after winning last week.
Yeah, you're right.
That does surprise me.
Who did they play last week? Do
I
you have that readily available? I feel like you don't.
do. The Bills. Oh, they beat the
Miami.
Dolphins. So they didn't beat anybody of note.
But they went down.
Yeah.
Some other. It's probably because other teams had moved up so high that forced them to move down.
Possibly.
That's the only logical thing that I can see happening. The Minnesota Vikings moved up 2 spots from 10 to 8 with the 5-2 record. The Seattle Seahawks, also 5-2, moved down 3 spots from number 4 to number 7. The Baltimore Ravens, 5-2, moved up 3 spots from number 9 to number 6. Kansas City Chiefs, 5-2, moved up 1 spot from number 6 to number 5.
They won. Never mind. I'll be fine. You keep going.
You okay?
I could have sworn they had lost, and I was like, "How did they move up after losing?" But never mind. They won. I'll be fine. Yes, Mo. This is always Thursday nights. This is the first time we've been able to live stream and set this whole thing up, and hopefully we'll be doing this a little bit easier next week. How much alcohol content is this cider?
I don't know, but we almost finished the whole thing. It's 5.1.
Oh, wow.
5.5. I'm sorry, 5.5.
That's pretty good for a cider.
Yeah. So my Green Bay Packers.
Yes.
As long as I can continue.
Yes, you can continue.
Sure?
Now. Yes.
Okay. I know this is your
We're
show.
at number 4.
This is your show. I'm here for you.
I think this is our show. We kind of enjoy doing this more than anything.
We do. I do. But what's funny is when we put this together, I was like, I will do another show, but you do the work, and I'll just show up. And for 3 weeks now, I've been doing
2
work.
weeks. 2 weeks, you copy and pasted your power rankings and stuff like that in here.
I shouldn't have. See, this is why in school I strived for C average.
Because you're really good at copy and pasting.
No, so nobody would expect anything from me. I pull together a really great show, and now it's expected to produce this great show every time. Now, when talking stuff comes back,
I'm gonna have to help you with all this tech stuff.
Touche, salesman. I too have an uncle.
Because there's no way in hell you would ever figure out how to get everything to stream together and record together.
I would have burned it to the ground hours ago.
Yeah.
The Green Bay Packers, now that we can continue, they were at number 5 with a 6-1 record, and now they moved up a spot to number 4. The San Francisco 49ers, with a 6-0 record, are still at number 3. This actually surprises me because this shows how the power ranking doesn't affect with
wins and losses.
Thank you. The New Orleans Saints are at the same position as 6-1 at number 2. And the New England Patriots are number 1 with a 7-0 record.
Yeah, the only one with a 7-0 record.
It's because they haven't had a bye week yet. When is your bye week?
We don't have a bye week until
week 17.
No.
You guys earned a bye week? Are you allowed? Oh, next
We're allowed a bye week 10.
week 10.
Well, they can't have the best team in the league and not play a week.
So Mo, don't start Tom Brady in week 10.
Yeah, it looks like Nate's face is high alcohol content.
Is it because my cheeks are rosy?
Oh, you are very rosy.
Yeah,
now.
I get rosy with whatever. Fuck you, Gail.
No burning this house.
Pats at your aunties, you cheesy lot of second-hand electric donkey-bottom biters!
You need to make them a sign for their backup. I gotta figure out how the background replacement thing works.
So what we do is we get a bunch of little baby sharks back there, and we have them move around, and then we have the words that say "baby shark," do.
Really screw with people.
Yeah. So that way, when they're listening to us, they're reading "baby shark" behind us, and I hope that it's now in people's heads.
So where were we?
Oh, smart call on adding Bridgewater. I would definitely start him this weekend.
I'll make something.
Can you make a banner full of dildos?
That's only when we talk about Buffalo, though.
Actually, so this isn't the permanent home for the podcasting for anybody that's actually like watching, which I feel like we have a few. I can't see anymore, but 3.
We're down to 3.
So when we move to the Talking Stuff podcast studio,
yes,
there's definitely going to be a Packers flag behind me, and depending on whoever, like when you're there, I'll probably. You like the Bruins?
Yes, I do like the Bruins.
All right, so there'll be a Bruins banner or something behind you, and then if Smitty ever shows up, maybe a Dolphins banner behind him, so that way...
Oh, no, if he's getting Dolphins, I am definitely getting my Patriots.
No.
Yeah.
It's bad enough my youngest kid likes the Patriots, and I know Patriot stuff is going to be there. It's just like, oh.
Me and him can talk about how much better the Pats are than your Green Bay Packers.
Talk about pissing your money away.
All right, so we ready to make magic happen?
I think we are.
We ready for this? We're ready for the king?
We're ready for
Though I feel like I just jinxed myself.
Yeah, so I think you're gonna go 4-12 this week.
What is my stats? Where's my standings? Where am I? What's my percentage? That's important to me.
So your standings are.
Oh, I have something for this.
Joy to the world.
So your standings are. I love that movie. That's my favorite Christmas movie ever, actually. So, as of right now, you are at 65% with 69 wins out of 106 games. I am at 61% with 65 wins of 106 games.
All right.
Which it's incredible to think after 7 weeks, we have 106 games that have been played.
Gail, we do not talk youth sports because only Massachusetts is a bunch of whiny bitches about youth sports. Mo, if you want to make picks, so anybody that wants to make picks, email us who you pick each week. Will definitely help out a lot. So that way we can kind of like say, okay, you pick this, and maybe we can try to keep track as well.
So hold on, Mo. It's a whole thing I had to go through. I can unlock this though, and we can put hers in.
So we pick Thursday night for the following week every week since we record on a Thursday. So we're going to have all the Sunday games Monday, and you're going to pick the following week, week 9, Thursday night game. So just so you're prepared for this, and I think Travis is altering something for you now. I don't know.
I'll figure out the rest of it later. But
No diggity. No.
so Mo gets nothing there. All right, so Mo, you can.
Ignorant,
So
blood-sucking, dog-kissing, brainless, dickless, hopeless, heartless, fat-ass, bug-eyed, stiff-legged, spotty-lipped, worm-headed sack of monkey shit he is!
okay, I'll do that later, Mo. I'll set that up and. Actually, that's not a bad idea. I'm making a
That's a
Google Doc.
wonderful idea.
I'll put a link in our Facebook post so that way everybody can make their picks and
I'm going to go ahead and give Travis credit for good idea. Coming up with the Google Doc idea. That's great.
thanks, Mo.
Thanks, Travis.
Let's fix that so that way. All right, now I can relock this. All right, so
Are we ready? Oh, this is taking forever.
I know.
Ah!
Oh, almost forgot. There we go. All right. So you pick first. So first game we have at 1 o'clock is the New Orleans Saints playing the Arizona Cardinals.
They're playing at the Superdome.
Saints
so,
are home.
Yeah, it's the Saints.
It's the Saints.
Which it still aggravates me because I don't like the Saints, but it's kind of hard not to pick them, especially at home.
Yeah, it's Cardinals are not going to beat the Saints at home. Not at the Superdome. No way. And there's talk that it's possible that they may leave their backup quarterback in this week, even though that Breeze may be ready to go.
Yes. Sorry that I didn't regurgitate that. So yes, you are correct. Breeze wants to come back.
Yes.
Obviously, because he
thinks he's ready to play again.
And he's been practicing.
Yep.
He can throw a ball. He can throw a regulation ball. He's doing fine. But the thought process, and if I was the head coach,
and we were talked about this actually a couple weeks ago. Actually,
we did. But now that he's ready to play, obviously you play your starter. Bridgewater has been doing great as a backup, which shows that he still has starter potential. But they have a bye week next week.
Right.
Start Bridgewater this week. Give Breeze more time
to heal up.
Right. Sit him out this week.
The way they're going, they're still on their way to a Super Bowl.
Oh yeah, they're still on track for playoffs.
Yeah. Oh, they're well on their track for playoffs with 6-1 already.
Right. So
especially in that division.
So if I had anything that's worth a damn, I would say, all right, Drew, I understand you're ready, but let Teddy start this week. Take your bye week. Just take those extra 2, and then, that next week, week 11, 10, 11.
10. So
no, they played, yeah.
So they play this week. They have the bye week next week, week 9.
So week 10,
so
we're going to start 10. You, and we're going to make that push. Because you're still going to get paid no matter what.
Oh, yeah.
And I understand the competitive nature of the game, but just, sit him out.
Let him heal up.
Right. Because I want my quarterback at 100%, not 80% or 90%.
And you have your backup QBs hot right now, so let him play.
Yeah.
Don't screw with until he starts messing up. Don't screw with it.
Nope.
Dress him. Let the backup play, and just let it be.
Agreed.
All right, so I have the next game. The Los Angeles Rams are in London playing the Cincinnati Bengals. Nice.
I'm waiting on you.
You lost my train of thought. Where was I? Cincinnati Bengals. They are at 0-7, so I will definitely be taking them this week.
Wait. Who? What? Oh. I heard Cincinnati Bengals. I was like, wait, what the fuck are you doing? Why are you going to take them?
That was called sarcasm. Have you forgotten what that is?
Well, I mean, when you speak in a sarcastic tone, everything sounds like sarcasm, and that's all I listen to.
It sounds like just regular talk.
Yeah, it's just wom, 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 wom. That's all I hear. Mo picked the Rams. I'm agreeing. I'm going to pick the Rams because, yeah.
Yeah. So, next we have the Chicago Bears hosting the Los Angeles Chargers.
Well, fuck me. That's a shit show and a half. Well, you know what?
The Bears are 3-3.
Yeah, but the Bears are declining. Like, whatever they were doing isn't good anymore.
Right.
So I am definitely. Oh, but they're playing in Chicago. And LA is LA, and they're not a cold team.
No, they're not.
And Phillip Rivers sucks.
Uh-huh. Mo's thinking...
that was last game.
That was the last one.
See, this is the problem. I abandoned the LA teams, right? And now I have the Sophie's Choice. Not really, but I'm still going to go. You know what? Chargers.
You're gonna go with the Chargers?
Yeah, I shouldn't, but I'm going with them.
I think I'm gonna stick with the cold weather Bears. They're at home. They may be declining, but it's not gonna get any warmer up there.
Yes, it is. It's a bit nipply out. I mean nippy out. What am I
Mo
saying?
agrees
Nipple.
with me. After I made my pick too.
Well, fuck you, Mo.
So next we have the Detroit Lions hosting the New York Giants, who are both suck. And the Lions haven't made any moves to get somebody since that trade.
Saquon Barkley's back, though, right?
I think he is.
Saquon Barkley's back. And this sucks, too, because I don't like the Giants either. There's a lot of teams I don't like. But
you don't like.
Surprising, right? Like,
I hate the Giants with more of a passion, I think, than you do.
I mean, the Giants knocked the Packers out of playoff contention twice.
They ruined our perfect season.
Nobody talks about that unless you like the Patriots. Nobody cares. You know what? The rest of the world doesn't care.
Everybody but you cares.
No, I assure you, the rest of the country is sick of the Patriots. If you're not a Patriots fan, nobody likes the Patriots.
Oh, I know they don't like the Pats.
Is this your pick?
This is my pick.
Then why am I talking? Why did you let me talk this whole time?
Because you like to talk, and I like to let you talk because, it makes you feel good. I'm going to go with the Lions. Mo's going with the Giants, so we'll have to see what that... What's your pick?
National weight ratios. A 5-ounce bird could not carry a 1-pound coconut.
But what if it was an African swallow?
But they're not migratory. So this is the dilemma. If I pick with you and we both lose, I don't go behind you.
Right.
But if I go with Mo and what I'm thinking, because I actually agree with her with the Giants,
right,
especially if Saquon's back, then I pull ahead of you again, or continue to pull ahead of you and just run away with this thing. You know what? I'm going to go with Giants.
All right.
I feel like I already made a mistake. I don't feel okay.
You don't feel okay?
No.
All right. So next, we have the Jacksonville Jaguars hosting the New York Jets.
Jags.
You're going with the Jags?
Yeah.
Well, that was an easy answer.
Well, I try to keep it simple when I can.
Mo says
Barkley all day long.
Barkley all day long.
Now, is that your pick or is that a fantasy?
Inquiring minds want to know.
I'm asking for a friend.
I am also going with the Jags. There's no way that the stash is going to lose to the Jets.
It's the moustache.
So, next we have
Uncle Rico will be proud.
Barkley scores me 14 points this past week.
Look, fantasy football is where it's at, really. It definitely helps give you a whole new mindset. So now we have the Houston Texans hosting the Oakland Raiders.
Oh, this is a tough one for me.
Me too, because I go with like the
I have to
family.
Pick, the worst part is I have to pick first.
You do.
Oakland Raiders are even. Texans. They're 4-3. The odds of them losing home and losing 2 games in a row.
After the spanking, the oral sex.
I'm going with the Houston Texans. Oh, what happened? Equal. There we go. All right. So I'm going to go to the Texans. I just don't think that the Houston's going to lose 2 in a row and on the home turf against the Oakland Raiders.
So here's my dilemma is still strong. Okay. So I have an emotional attachment to the Raiders because of my son.
Yep, we know that.
The winner in me knows that there's no way the Raiders are going to be able to stop Houston. Especially, was it Deshaun Jackson? Is that their... No, who's their quarterback?
That is Watts. No. Oh, God.
I was looking for you for advice, and you just fucked it up. And I'm going to get there before you. So
Yes,
don't
you
even...
are. I got a lot going on my screen. I need a bigger screen. Babe, I got to get a bigger one.
That's what she said. Deshaun Watson. You were almost there. So the question really is, can Oakland stop Deshaun?
Right.
And I feel like Deshaun is going to stomp all over Oakland.
Yeah, so I was right. It's Watson.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You should have known.
I should have known that.
Puppy. You should have known that. You're a fucking Watson. Like, really?
Not all of us stuck together.
I'm gonna stop before I say something that. I'm gonna go with Houston as well.
All right.
I really want to pick Oakland just because my kid and all, but I don't think Oakland is going to be able to stop a quarterback like that. If they can't stop Aaron Rodgers,
Yeah.
they're not going to be able to stop that fast fuck at all. So.
That's true.
Oh, shit. Hang on.
Oh.
There we go.
There we go. Turn the page. You almost forgot about that.
Yep.
All right, so next we have the Buffalo Bills hosting the Philadelphia Eagles.
Well,
Is this a hard pick at all?
no. Love me the dildos, man. Buffalo. Buffalo has to keep winning. Because if Buffalo keeps winning, the Patriots might fuck up, and
Yeah.
Buffalo will take first place. So I'm holding on to hopes, prayers, and dreams that New England's going to fuck up.
And
Actually,
pink dildos.
I'm hoping that New England gets a team that will challenge them and actually give them a game. Because I'm tired of all the 8 weeks of bye week.
Well, well, technically, because the Bills are actually winning. It was the Buffalo Bills game in a
That was
bye
probably their most difficult game all season.
week. That's what everybody's like. So since Buffalo's actually showing that they're a good team, was the Buffalo Bills game a bye week?
No.
Or was it just, was it a good game?
It was a good game. It was close.
A good game. It was a close game.
But the league, look, the owners meet. So the NFL had their owners meeting this week.
Yes.
And
Did they talk about how awful the teams are this year?
I actually almost put this on our agenda.
You should have.
There's talk about no longer penalizing players for marijuana offenses.
That would be good.
The talk of a 16-week season to a 17-week season was there.
And everybody's got to play one game in a.
Well, they were gonna
what you call it?
Preseason?
No, one game in a neutral location.
Yes. And there was talk about dropping preseason from 4 weeks to 2 weeks.
Yes. Because 90% of the teams out there aren't playing their
starters.
The starters in the preseason.
So
except for maybe 1-2 games for like a couple of series.
I think the reason why I didn't put it is because I didn't know what you were doing on your end. I didn't realize that I was going to carry the weight of the show for the second week.
When I saw what you were putting together, it wasn't like I was putting down the same stuff from what I'd read up top. I was like, it wasn't, and I didn't know about the owners meeting because I don't get more than local radio, and haven't had time with this crazy project.
What's it like to have a job where you're really busy?
Oh, it sucks. I'll trade with you for a week. And you'll cry to your mommy.
I have a dull period right now where it's a very nice lull and it's very simple, but so yeah, the owners meeting happened. I should have put it in here because I felt like it would have been of some sort of value, but so that's some stuff they're talking about. Maybe next week when everything kind of gets released, we'll talk about it on next week's show.
Oh, okay. So what's not getting released?
Well, they'll talk about everything.
They'll
publish everything that was done.
Ah.
Maybe they'll all go to that same massage parlor that the owner of Robert Kraft went to in Florida, since it was in Florida. And they all got, little rub and tugs and made themselves feel good.
Gail says, I'll trade with either of you. What? I don't even know what's going on here.
I think she was talking about occupations, maybe?
Oh, probably. Instead of having to be at home with the kids. Make sure Connor's at school.
Well, especially because I don't like kids. So, Gail, your job would be miserable to me, and I would definitely want to just...
All right, so let's get back to these picks. I am also picking the Buffalo Bills. Oh, I got a text message. Hold on,
Don't you know we're on a show?
Hold on, you just meet me.
We
and she meet me.
Look, we're trying to...
I thought I had this. I had the ringer turned off.
National weight ratios.
That's not what I want. Wait. Fuck. Hang on. This one works.
Entire body, sir.
You are a smelly pirate hooker.
What are you doing?
I don't know, but you're the one who meet me, right?
I did meet.
That the funny part is Gail texted me at the same time.
Gail, why the fuck are you... You can't see my hand gestures, but I'm pointing to the screen that he and I can both physically look at. You could walk down the stairs and pantomime something to him, like anything to freaking get his attention. Make your fucking pick.
I did. It's the Buffalo Bills.
No, you pick next.
Oh, I do pick next.
Jesus Christ, why don't we act like we've done this before?
You get angry off of cider. I think we're done with cider for a little while.
No, you want to see me angry. I get fighty with whiskey.
So far we're right. The Redskins are losing to the Vikings 16-9 with 2:41 left in the third. All right, so next we got the Atlanta Falcons versus the other set of birds, the Seattle Seahawks. Seahawks are at the Falcons. I ain't going with the Seahawks. There's no way he's losing 2 weeks in a row. Nope.
Yeah, there's no way Atlanta's going to beat the Seahawks. So.
Right.
Though Atlanta's going to start winning at some point.
They did. They won one game.
Yeah,
they're done.
But they need to keep winning at some point.
They're not going to continue winning.
No. We are something special.
It's not as bad as when we did the bottles of
the whiskey.
The whiskey.
Yeah. Let's not do whiskey again. At least not
the
apple.
The peach one was good. We'll do the peach one again.
Why? Shut up.
I don't know why it streams so far behind. I'll have to try and figure that out later.
All right, so who's next? Am I me? Oh, I already said. Fucking Seahawks, man.
Oh, yeah.
Why don't you catch up?
I thought you were just joking.
No. I don't joke about football, man. Football's serious.
So next, we got the Tennessee Titans hosting the Tampa Bay Buccaneers.
Who was that? Sorry.
The Tennessee Titans are hosting the Tampex Buccaneers.
Well, the Titans are starting Matt Tannehill again, and I believe the Titans won last week.
Yeah.
Well, we go ahead and clickety click.
Maybe.
Clickety,
Yes, they did.
Click. So they won with Ryan Tannehill. So we're going to week 8 now.
Yeah.
And the Buccaneers kind of suck hot garbage. I think they're starting Fitzmagic again. So I am going to go with Tennessee Titans over the Buccaneers.
Let's fix that.
That's you.
I agree with you on that one.
Big surprise! Sorry, my mic's off.
Why is your mic off? What, you don't want it to sound like you're peeing again? But Mo enjoyed that last time.
I mean, who wouldn't? Actually, what's funny is I just read behind, and I was like, oh, Mo likes it from behind, and then I was like, oh, wait, that's not what at all.
She's complaining that we're a whole minute behind.
Well, that's all right.
I don't know how to make it go any faster. To get the screen sharing and to get everything else.
Just be surprised that we actually managed to make any of this work.
Yeah. Literally, I set everything up let's see, it's 10:20 now. I got home at like 5. And then I had to clean up down here because I had to rebuild the server. So by the time I actually started doing anything, it was almost 6 o'clock, and I had like an hour before I made dinner.
I think they just caught up from Mo liking it from behind. All right. Anyway, I feel like we need that.
All right.
Back on track.
So next we have the 49ers hosting the Carolina Panthers, who are no longer playing their Miss Doubtfire. So I will be going with the 49ers. I trust in Jimmy G.
I mean, Garoppolo we trust. They're 6-0 for a reason, so yeah.
So next, we have the game that you're going to be questionable about. Do you go with them because you go with them until they give you a reason not to go with them? The Pats are hosting the Cleveland Browns at 4:25.
So I don't know if you know this about me or not, but I like to win. And I really hate losing.
Oh, I know.
So
that's why this game is fun every week.
And I know what I said. And I'm gonna own it.
Because you did say you were gonna pick the Browns the whole season, no matter what.
Unless they played an LA team.
Yeah, and they're not playing an LA team.
So what are you trying to say?
I'm trying to say you shouldn't write a check your ass can't cash at the end of the season.
But how mad will you be if the Browns win this game?
I'd be very, very, very surprised.
Would you be proud of the Browns?
I would, because of the Browns, and they're the Browns.
Look, if the Browns beat the Patriots, that is like the Super Bowl.
That is their Super Bowl.
This
is their Super Bowl, period.
Look, if the Browns beat the Patriots, the entire team needs to retire because they will not get a better game than what they just played.
Right. And concerning the Browns are...
And this is coming from somebody that doesn't like the Patriots.
Where? The Cleveland Browns are number 19.
With a 2-4.
With a 2-4
But
record.
they've held strong at 19.
Yes.
For at least 2 weeks.
They have been 19 for a little while. So, what's your thoughts? Are you going to go with the Browns and lose, or are you going to go with the Pats and win?
I don't want to look at you, but I'm looking at you, and I can just see you just like... It's like poking a bear with a stick, or like an alligator. You keep poking it because it's not moving, and then all of a sudden just like... Look, I know what I said.
You're regretting what you said?
But we're all allowed the change. It's
so
all about
going
growth.
about what you're... I did not make Connor clean. He just helped me move boxes. I had CPU parts and whatnot.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think the other thing too is that we're slowly letting Mo catch up to where we are. I almost feel like we're just bent because she's like a full game behind us.
Right, because it takes a minute for everything to get through.
Look, I know what I said. I know what I've said, but it's just like I'm going with the Patriots. Like, I really look. There's a big part of me that really does want to go with the Browns, but I learned my lesson with the Bills.
Hold on, which lesson? Oh,
because I picked the Bills to beat the Patriots.
Right.
Just because I want the other team to win doesn't mean I don't make the right choice and pick somebody that I know has the better advantage and chance of winning. So I'm just gonna go with,
the team that's guaranteed the win.
Yeah.
Keep picking them until they give you another reason.
Yeah. Fucking Patriots.
So I told you there was only one game that I wouldn't pick the Pats, and I picked that one game and I lost.
You did?
Yeah, that was the Miami game because something crazy always happens in Miami. So this week, as always, I will be going with the Patriots. So next we have the Indianapolis Colts hosting the Denver Broncos. This is an easy pick. I will be going with the Colts. Brissett is doing an amazing job over there. A lot better than anybody expected him to do.
I concur, and I will agree that we have somebody new.
Oh, we do. Oh, that's Gail's cousin. I know who he is. Alligators don't care if you poke them. Though Florida, my whole life, just continue poking the bear. That's Browns. Greater than Browns.
So if you go and find...
Oh, so Mo's catching up. She's going to do 3 at a time.
Smart. It's always best to do 3 at a time. I've always said that for years, that you want to do 3 at a time, because anything less than that, you're not going to be fulfilled. But if you... There's a video on YouTube about this alligator and Peppa the dog.
Peppa the dog? I thought she was a pig.
No. So it's in Australia, and this dog would go to the water, and his dog was 10 years old, and every day the dog would go and bark at this alligator.
Yep.
And then the alligator would snap at the dog eventually because it would get annoyed.
Right.
And the alligator finally gets the dog.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so that's what that reminded me of. By like, you can keep poking them. Eventually, if you keep poking it, the alligators can get pissed off. So if you keep barking at the alligator, yes, it's gonna fucking eat you. And I'm going.
Don't eat the alligator.
Don't instigate the alligator. And I'm going with the Colts as well.
All right. So next we have the Chiefs with a broken Mahomes playing the Green Bay Packers. Do you think that his backup has enough to hold the Packers off?
So, Patrick Mahomes is still practicing. Just
Yes.
because he dislocated his knee, he's still practicing.
Kneecap.
Whatever. Same thing.
That's like normally a 4-week recovery time minimum.
Last year's MVP don't care, bitches.
This is why he's only going to make it in the league for 5 years.
But you know what? He was the cover model for the Madden cover.
And he got hurt, didn't he?
Sure did. So this is actually a tough one for me because obviously as a Packers shareholder, I would go with the Packers because they're my team, but they are playing their, Super Bowl #1 cohort, the Chiefs. Packers. Oh yeah, because fuck it.
With Mahomes out, I don't think that the Chiefs have enough to beat the Packers this week, unfortunately.
I think even with Mahomes in, the Smith brothers in Green Bay is enough pressure on Mahomes to get them. Green Bay's defense, way better than historically been.
Yeah, their defense is stout this year, which is surprising.
I'm not mad at what he just said. And that might be an upset pick. I'm just saying.
It will beat Pitt.
But
oh, that's Monday night's game.
Yeah. That's a month.
Yes, that is a Monday night game. Can you believe that?
Why would the league?
But we're not there yet, Corey. What are you doing?
I'm going to jump ahead because I don't know who you're picking. Who are you picking?
I'm actually going with the Packers.
Who are you picking? Who are you picking? Huh?
Don't poke the bear. This bear bites.
Maybe the bear wants.
The cub wants the bear to bite.
Or am I an otter?
I don't know what you're even talking about anymore.
Go check out Talking Stuff Podcast episode 9. We talk all about bears and otters and all that.
I'm going to have to do Googling, and I'm going to wish I didn't, probably.
Ask Smitty.
All right, so next we have the Pittsburgh Steelers hosting Miami Dolphins. Oh,
I'm not mad at what Corey said. I'm really not.
I don't know. I think the Miami Dolphins at this point are just like, as long as we stay in last place, we get the #1 pick next year.
Here's the problem with Miami. And this is the clear problem.
Well, there's a lot of problems with Miami.
There's a lot, but I feel like this is the overwhelming problem. Pick a quarterback and fucking stay with it. Don't start one quarterback one week and then start another quarterback the next week and then go back to that quarterback that you started the week prior on the following week. Keep the same guy. Keep continuity on your offense.
Hell,
build your offense around that one fuck.
At this rate, every other series they just put in a new quarterback and call it a day.
At this point, fucking put me in.
Hell,
I'm pretty sure
I
have
could do
quarterback experience.
I'm pretty sure I could do better than the
I can
Jets
look,
than the Miami Dolphins.
Look, I can do the check down for the Dolphins. You know, a 3-step drop. I'll drop it to the flat, and we'll just slowly
I'm
move
pretty
the ball.
sure we both need 5-step drops in the NFL.
I'll just start in the shotgun and do it too.
Oh.
Give me a little bit of extra range. But, like, really, though, if Miami wants to get their shit together, pick one quarterback and play that quarterback straight through.
Yeah.
Don't bounce each week, because every week you're not allowing your offensive line to get a rhythm with your quarterback. Your running back doesn't have that continuity, and your wide receivers don't have that relationship when you're starting a different quarterback every week. Start the same guy. Win or lose, start that guy. Because obviously, if you are sucking for whatever reason, you're going to get that first-round draft pick. You're going to pick your new quarterback. You're going to start that poor son of a bitch first game, and then next season, and then he's going to suck, just like what the Browns have been doing forever. Like, you're just going to fall into this rut. Actually, if Miami was smart...
I need to start bringing my glasses home if we're going to do this.
If Miami was smart, they would call New Orleans at the end of the season and say, how much?
Right.
For either of them.
Yeah.
For Breeze or Bridgewater, how much?
First round and how much?
First round for 2 fucking seasons. Like, I'll give you
the number one pick and how much?
I'll give you first round 2020. No, actually, I'll give you second round 2020 because you already know you're getting the first round overall.
Right.
First round 2020, third round 2021, and whatever. Like, I'll give you 5 years of draft picks.
Yeah.
Pick one.
Yeah, because either one of them.
Or call Jacksonville, who's got Nick Foles, who's an MVP for a Super Bowl, who's currently injured.
An MVP, yes.
Because Jacksonville has their quarterback.
There's no way they're leaving that mustache out to dry.
No. He's doing well. He's doing well enough. Because Foles is going to be out for pretty much the whole season.
Yep.
Miami picks up one of those 3.
Yeah.
And I'm sure there's another quarterback floating around somewhere else that is doing fairly well as a backup. Shit, Eli Manning's going to need a fucking job next year.
Nobody wants Eli.
Miami would like Eli.
Well, yeah, if they want to continue losing.
I think he would do fairly okay in Miami.
So we did miss Mo's comment way back up here.
Oh, did we?
It says, well, the Browns are my second favorite
no, I saw
team.
that.
Oh, well, you didn't say anything.
Because it didn't matter. It was about the Patriots.
Ah. Oh, yeah, she thought the Pats would win.
Yeah. Dolphins to sign Kaepernick just because. Corey, listen to, like, was it last week or the week before?
I think it was 2 weeks ago.
2 weeks ago, I talked all about Kaepernick.
Yes. He had some Kaepernick love out there for him.
He should play. Brock Osweiler should be fucking playing. How are you going to be 28 and get it
and retire?
And you're still good.
Yeah.
Well, he didn't have a losing record.
No, that's why he left.
And he had really good passer ratings. Like, why?
Because he knew he was never going to be Brady in the Super Bowl. That's why he left.
Brady's going to retire at some point. You just got to keep it afloat.
He talked about moving it to 50. He's like, I don't know if it's going to be this year. I don't know if it's going to be 5 more years. So that means he could be 47 by the time he retires.
Look, if I learn anything from Finding Nemo is keep on swimming.
Yes, and that's what he's doing. He's swimming.
Just keep on swimming, everybody else. Brady's going to go
He may be 57 by the time he actually retires.
It's Belichick. Why do we keep saying Brady? We all know it's Belichick.
No, at this point, it's Belichick's defense and what's his name's offense?
This is your team, man.
I know.
But if you want to listen to my rants, you can. There's Talking Stuff podcast like week fucking.
But that's last
4,
week,
season 1 that you can listen to, or like a couple weeks ago when I said that Jay Cutler could be a winning quarterback in New England. Any quarterback in the Belichick system can be a winning quarterback. Hang on, let me help you out here.
There we go.
Yeah, you really.
Yeah, Josh McDaniels.
You really need to bring your glasses home.
Yeah.
You blind bitch. What do you mean? Come on, man. What? Down the field, bury him. Actually, what they should do is go ahead and take his jersey and put it in the walls of the Meadowlands, so that way the Patriots can kind of keep winning there. That would be the smart thing to do.
Well, he's the third most winning quarterback at the Buffalo Bills home field.
Whatever. Fuck it. All right.
So last game I have to pick either the Pittsburgh Steelers or the Miami Dolphins. I really don't think the Miami Dolphins are gonna win. Like you said, they're trading quarterbacks every week. They're sucking to get first place.
There was a whole talk about it too, and I almost put it on this week's agenda too, but I was like, nah.
Yeah. So I'm gonna go with the Pittsburgh Steelers this week. Who are you going with?
Same.
Same.
Yeah.
Oh.
I feel like we talked enough. I don't even know who the quarterback is in Pittsburgh. Like,
yeah, it's the backup. There's still a backup. It's that same backup that's been in there for weeks.
well, yeah, I think isn't Ben out for the season?
Oh yeah, he's done.
So
let's see.
Oh, Washington started Haskins? Okay. All right.
Interesting.
Week 9, game 1,
Yes.
Thursday night.
The Sanford.
Come the fuck on. Like,
one crap game after another. Arizona Cardinals are hosting the San Francisco 49ers.
really? Do we have, like, there should be some games that we don't even, like.
This is a Jimmy G all the way.
Yeah. Like, there's just some games that we shouldn't even bother.
Right. Oh, and by the on week 8, the Baltimore and Dallas both have home bye weeks.
That's why I cared so much about this week, because Dallas isn't playing.
Right. Why did you care so that they're not playing?
Because I don't really like Dallas.
You don't care.
What bothers me about Dallas is that they're called America's team.
And they really aren't anymore.
And again, I don't like the Patriots. But if any team to be America's team, it should be the Patriots.
Right.
But I'll take it one step further and tell you who the real America's team is, because the only publicly owned sports franchise in America is Green Bay Packers. The Packers are owned by Americans.
Well, yeah.
They are legitimately
Are you sure
America's
they're
team.
all Americans?
I don't care. Well, if they are owned by anybody in Canada, Mexico, or South America, then yes. Because we all are Americans. North or South, we're still Americans.
Oh, you're using the continent on this one now.
Fuck yes, bitches.
What if they're from Colombia? Does that count?
District of Columbia?
No, Colombia. You know where all the good stuff is made?
Is that in South America?
You know where the stuff that makes you skinny? Is that in South America? I don't know anymore. I thought that was an island. No, that's Cuba. Oh, what? I don't know anymore. I've been out of school for too long to know where things are on the map.
He's cute when he starts to think. Look at his face. I'm looking at the little, like, wait, what? This is when you realize, like, shit. Like, you had to put your drink down?
I wrote at the belly. Wow, we really are far behind.
Thank you, Corey. Mason Rudolph.
Thanks. Yes.
Yeah. And my cousin Lindsay said Rudolph as well.
Your cousin Lindsay?
Mm-hmm.
Hold on. That can't be your cousin Lindsay.
That I'm fairly certain, unless there's another Lindsay.
There's Lindsay LeBlanc.
I have a cousin named Lindsay LeBlanc.
I guarantee this is my best friend's wife. It is.
Yeah, it's definitely not my cousin.
Yeah.
You could be actually. She could still be technically my cousin. A lot of LeBlancs are inter whatever. You kids. Ew.
Yeah, she's my best friend's wife.
Oh.
They have 3 kids together.
Hi. Sorry. Condoms save lives. Oh my God.
Anyhow.
Where were we?
I think we were just about done.
Are we done?
Yeah, because the game is still going on. It looks like we're going to win this game with the Vikings. They're up 19-9.
I'm pretty tired. Think I'll go home now.
Oh, yeah, she married into the LeBlancs. My best friend Glenn is LeBlanc. She's not a real... Well, she's married into LeBlanc.
Oh, yeah, Dare. I didn't... See, I'm so progressive that I think that women don't need to change their last names when they get married. They should be allowed to keep their last name. Especially when you get divorced and then you have to change your name back, or you don't change your name back and your ex-wife still holds your same last name, and then you're mad because your ex-wife has the last name that you don't want her to have, so that you kind of wish that she would go back to what her name was.
Hold on, why is Glenn awake? He should be asleep and getting up in like an hour to go to work.
Maybe he's awake now because he goes to work in an hour.
No, because he wakes up like midnight to get into work, and he drives a truck into Boston every morning.
How do you know so much about his life? Do you know how much milk he puts in his cereal too?
Like a cup and a half. I don't know. This was a long time ago you put that. The blank bite injection. Yes, actually 3 times.
That is the only real way to tell if you've had sex is the number of kids you had. Because at least that way you know you've had it at least that number of times.
Yes, we are best friends. We've been best friends since we were, I beat him up in the 6th grade, and that's how we became, 5th grade, and that's how we became friends. He's laughing at you. Stop.
That's all, folks.
All right, guys. We'll be back next Thursday.
Yes, we will. Thank you all that have watched us do the shit show that we call a podcast.
Now a live stream.
It will be available on iTunes, Spotify,
Facebook.
iHeartRadio, Facebook, YouTube. The video will be on YouTube. Google Podcasts. There's another new podcast channel that I just got an email about. We're all over the place, but thank you all for watching and listening to us just banter for however long we've been going on. The Vikings are still winning 19-9, and I've been Nate, and this is Travis, and I guess...
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out how to